We've got the fix for your side dish boredom.
Stop it.
Transform those same old potatoes with one genius ingredient.
It's crispy, buttery, smashed perfection.
And
Everything is better lavished in liquid gold.
a to-die-for olive oil cake to make tonight. Plus, the queen of comfort food, Melba Wilson, is dishing up the main course.
Smothered chicken. Gorgeous.
That's next.
Let's dish. The kitchen has always been the center of my world because life is more delicious when it's full of food and fun.
Everybody knows me as a culinary expert and food judge on television, but also I'm a mom trying to get dinner on the table.
From Hollywood to home, I bring Southern sweet and Caribbean heat, and I'm not afraid to stir the pot.
Good food, good friends, good dish. Oh, we're coming back this way. Hello. Welcome to The Good Dish. If you had to choose something you just could not live without, what would it be? Water, oxygen, wine. Well, today, from beauty to food, mainly food, we are giving you everything we can't live without. Jamika, let's start with you. What can you never live without?
All right, so the food I just cannot live without is cream cheese. Oh, yes. Cream
Nice.
cheese. It's the way to go. Let me tell you, I married my husband, but I am in love with some cream cheese, okay? Because our love affair began when I saw just how much you can do with this gorgeous block of just beauty, okay? The things are endless, all right? Because you can put them in your cakes, like in the cake batter that keeps your cakes moist. Because I do a cream cheese, a pound cake, and I mix in the cream cheese. I make it for like hostess gifts and stuff like that. So yes, you show up with a cream cheese pound cake, they're going to love you even more. I whip it in my pie filling in the filling, so it's not like cheesecake, but it just gives a little extra, it holds it together.
Yeah.
So you know when your pies crack at the top, the cream cheese kind of just melds it together, holds it in. And I mean, there's always a good schmear. Like, you can't forget about the good schmear.
Never.
Talking to a Jersey girl, I love a good
Exactly.
Indeed. But now I'm gonna let you in on a little chef's secret. This is my hack if you want to get your cream cheese softened quickly for like a cream cheese frosting or something like that. All you would do is fill a glass or like a bowl, fill it up with hot water, dump the water out, and then put it right over the cream cheese itself, softens just like that.
It steams up in there. I
Yes,
like it.
it's
It's
so
like
simple.
it's like a cream cheese sauna.
Well, another reason. Hello, lover. Another reason. why
I just
love
love that you took pound cake, which I think literally got its name because it was like a pound of butter, pound of sugar, and added cream cheese
Oh,
to
I
it.
don't
Yes,
mess around.
everything.
Okay, why
we
not?
know her
So
love
good.
of cheesecake, so
You fit
I mean,
right
this
in.
just adds to it.
Cream cheese is my
All
love.
day, all day. Well, I'm sure you've seen the headlines that there's a major cream cheese shortage right now in the world.
She made
I
those
guess.
headlines.
I mean, that was your fault, right?
that was
so,
Jamika at work.
like all the empty shelves, it's really crazy what's going on with cream cheese. You can see them everywhere. How are you surviving? Like, what are you doing without access to cream cheese?
Let me tell you, I got a guy, right? So you got to get somebody on the No.
Got a guy.
I don't have
Like, you have a dealer?
I don't have a cream cheese
You have a
dealer.
cream cheese
No. In all seriousness, no. If you don't have cream cheese on hand, you can also do like a mascarpone cheese. It gives you that same creaminess and all of that. Or you can also do cottage cheese. You whip it in the blender, and it'll give you a very similar consistency.
That's so
yes,
smart.
it's a nice way. If the
You know what you're
shelves are
talking
empty,
about.
Hey, I know my way around some cream cheese. Believe it or not.
You heard it here first. Whipped cottage cheese has so much protein. It's so creamy. It's such a nice stand-in for yogurt, clearly for cream cheese, much lighter. We're making whipped cottage cheese a thing.
There we go. All right, so I've dished on my love affair. What about you, Gil? What can you not do without?
It's a very hard choice that I'm not good at making, but I will say one ingredient in my pantry that I really can't live without. It's malt vinegar.
Whoa.
And I know that feels niche, really any vinegar, but malt vinegar really speaks to my Canadian roots, first of all. You know, when you eat fish or chips of any kind, fries in Canada, malt vinegar is always on the table because, you know, we do have that Commonwealth connection, so there's a very Britishness. You know, I never really grew up having ketchup on my French fries. It was always malt vinegar. Any kind of vinegar I crave, but a little bit of malt vinegar and flaky sea salt like just makes my mouth water. It is really the best on everything. I always love to actually even add a little malt vinegar to my potatoes when I'm cooking them, infuse the flavor a bit.
All right, that's your aphrodisiac. I hope your husband's
It's
listening.
true.
That's her number one. There you go. Okay.
Well, I would love to show you my recipe for making malt vinegar smashed potatoes. Which I
please
think
do.
you will fall in love with malt vinegar too.
Let's do it. Thank you. How do we
Can I
make
bring my
these?
cream cheese?
Oh yeah, please. I'm sure we can find a reason
better
to add it
find
in,
that.
actually. So these are my malt vinegar smashed potatoes with butter and chives, and they just wrap up everything I love about malt vinegar. I'm gonna start with these beautiful young potatoes, and I'm going to boil them in a big pot of salted water, but I'm also gonna add malt vinegar to the water. Now, you wanna always, when you're cooking roots, especially potatoes, always start with cold water. You put the potatoes in, you salt it well, and you then bring it up to boil, and you par cook these. So once they start to get soft, you're gonna drain them.
Let's talk about why you bother doing that.
Well, you're always gonna start with cold water because it helps to cook them evenly. If you put roots like a potato into hot water, the outside's gonna cook long before the inside. This is a long cook. It takes a while to cook a potato all the way through. So you wanna start in cold water, bring it up gently, and make sure that it's cooked evenly throughout.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Once your potatoes are par-cooked,
Encyclopedia Gale to the
yes,
rescue again.
there you go. You're going to then, I'm gonna melt some butter and make a little bit of a sauce here. This sauce could really go on anything, but they're especially good on potatoes. It's like the blank canvas they were meant to exist on. Melted butter, and to this melted butter, I'm going to add some more malt vinegar and some chives.
Oh, yum.
And then of course, just a big pinch of salt. Give that a stir, and I'm going to use it later on for some basting action that you're gonna see. Now, meanwhile, my potatoes are parboiled, and I'm going to put them very quickly in a salted ice bath, okay? This is a key step. Not only does it help to cool them down so you can handle them more quickly, but it also helps to crisp them up. It draws out some of the starch in the potatoes. So quickly in this iced salted bath, and then you're gonna drain them and dry them really well. You want all the water, all the moisture out of them.
You're a crisp potato expert.
This is a major thing. I mean, who doesn't love the crispy bits of a potato, right? Universal. Now we're gonna smash. Do you guys want to smash with me?
yeah.
Because there's nothing I love more than smashing
Get in
potatoes.
on this action. Can I
So,
jump around?
absolutely.
Yes. Do we have another?
Smash.
I think we do. I think we do. Here we go. Lots of towels.
Perfect.
All right.
I'm gonna miss out on a smash.
People have different ways of smashing. I find this very satisfying. You're gonna take a potato in a small towel.
Thank you.
Fold the towel over. You can really do, and then just take the palm of your hand and go down. But you want to smash evenly, but you don't want to smash all the way down that it breaks, right? So you get a really flat, beautiful, smashed potato. Now remember this gorgeous, buttery, vinegary, chivey, salty sauce I made earlier.
Oh, we do.
I'm going to baste both sides of all my potatoes with them, because this is going to add, the butter is going to add to crisping them up. There's malt vinegar again in this baste, and then of course we're gonna baste it several times. Thank you.
Gail, I didn't think I could love you anymore. Oh, wow.
I don't mess around with my
No, you
potatoes.
really don't, do you?
Oh, my
Thank you very much.
You got it. Don't want you to miss any double basting.
No, you want to baste all sides. You can't skimp on the baste, people.
All right. She's
All right, when they are buttered up and chive and vinegared up, these are gonna go in the oven at 450. Thank you very much.
Here we
for
go.
45 minutes. Halfway through, I'm going to rotate the pan and baste them again with that buttered sauce. And then,
Can I
are you
reveal?
ready? Yeah, bring them out here.
my mouth is salivating waiting on this. Just talking about it.
Just take a peek in there before I
It's
pull them
just,
out.
it's crispy, buttery,
Look.
smashed perfection. Like, this is one of the greatest gifts
Stop it. The gold.
that nature gave us.
Do we baste them again?
Sure do. You can just baste
why
or
not do
sprinkle
it
with a little vinegar. You can always, if you have more butter sauce, just a little is not gonna hurt anybody. You just wanna make sure that there's flavor all around. They are the perfect side dish to steak, to fish, to anything. Like this to me is the ultimate side. Wanna just get a little bit of that smashed goodness.
Oh,
right
wow.
there.
I'm hearing the crunch. I'm feeling the crunch. Putting it in that salted water, that I think that was genius
it right up.
there. Wow.
Yep, these are, see, now you love malt vinegar too.
Now I see why you love
I
it so
always
much.
did. Now I've been more. I dipped mine in more malt vinegar.
As you should, never enough. When we come back, Daphne is dishing the details on the one thing she can't live without and turning it into a to-die-for dessert. Stick around.
I got you.
Like something you saw on the show today? We're dishing all the details on the good list. All the recipes, important tips, and tricks, all in one place. So stay tuned until the end of the show when we'll share the good list QR code. You can scan to send it all right to your phone.
We've been showing you all our favorite things that we just can't live without. We've seen my ultimate sea salt and malt vinegar potatoes and how Jamaica's cream cheese can solve all your culinary problems. Now, Daphne is gonna tell us what food she can't live without. Daphne, what is it?
I cannot live without olive oil. This
Absolutely.
is my #1 delightful, delicious condiment, flavoring, salad dressing. Everything is better lavished in liquid gold, I think. Even dessert, actually. I think we've been going off the beaten path a little bit. You talked about the ways that cream cheese can be used in sweet goods. I have become completely obsessed with olive oil cakes. I started making a recipe of a friend of mine's, Camilla Marcus. She has a business, Westbourne, and I started making her cake. And I literally must have made 15 of these cakes in the first week I tried it because it is such a simple, beautiful recipe. And it's really kind of like a dump and stir cake, but it comes out feeling so decadent and heavenly. And because I've made it so much, and now Philomena thinks it's her signature cake, not joking. Signature cake. Of course. We've tinkered with it. We've made a few adjustments of our own. So I'm gonna show you how to make a gorgeous lime and cardamom. It sounds fancy, it's not fancy. It's a dump and stir cake, olive oil cake. And here's one cool thing to think about. Because olive oil is liquid at room temperature, it actually holds onto moisture for a longer period of time.
Right.
So this cake can sit on your counter and you sweep on by while you're getting your coffee and have a little slice today, have a little slice tomorrow while you, after dinner, after the kids are asleep, you're having your own little private moment. So
If it lasts that long.
Right, it's like the perfect snacking cake.
it's a great snacking cake. That's why you make two. Okay, so let me show you how quickly this comes together, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the ingredients as we go through. I've got 2 whole eggs and an extra egg yolk, and this is something, you know, the nerd in me loves, like the chemistry and science behind why we bother to do things in recipes. The extra egg yolk, that emulsifier, actually allows the recipe to hold on to moisture better and sugar better, which gives it that great body and richness. So that extra egg yolk is actually a critical player here. And I just whisked in 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. Then you just give that a quick whisk till it's well incorporated and starts to smooth out a little bit. Now I'm gonna add some fortified wine. In my case, that is dry marsala. Ooh. You could use port, like an after dinner cake element here would be so nice. And it does mainly cook out. Like I said, I let my kids eat this cake, so don't be concerned that it's gonna have this alcoholic taste or element to it. I also add in some whole milk. And if I had it, I would also add a splash of vanilla. If you'd like to, you may do that. And then you wanna add in, whisking the entire time, your olive oil. And the rules apply here, guys. Same as if you were adding wine to a recipe. If you wouldn't drink it, don't add it to your recipe. Same with olive oil. You actually do want to taste the olive oil you're making this cake with, because it will carry through. That is a flavor that comes through. So you want a nice, mild, fruity olive oil, nothing too robust, unless you really love the flavor of olive oil for your cake, and then you're good to go. Okay, that's your wet mix. Then for dry, I'm gonna have my all-purpose flour here with some baking soda, a little pinch of salt, some baking powder, and then my queen of spices, the cardamom herself. She's in there. I gotta clap for cardamom, guys. She's there. And I gotta tell you, cardamom is one of the, I think, the most underused spices, and I have yet to meet someone who doesn't like it. It's like faintly sweet, a little floral. It's used obviously a lot in sweet, in chai, for instance, teas. Yeah. That's where people normally have tasted it before, and it's so good in baked goods. And then just the zest of 1 lime. Whisk that together. And then you're just going to incorporate your wet into your dry so that you don't get any clumping.
This is definitely a dump and stir. This is so easy.
Right?
Perfect.
Nice and easy to do. Like I said, it's now my 8-year-old signature move. So
Very sophisticated taste.
she always has been. From the time she was 2, she's been like the little gourmand.
coconut flour in here? I was like, how do you know that I put coconut flour in or whatever? As with any delicious cake, you don't want to overwork the batter, so I just stir until it's incorporated. Smells delicious. Smell that. Smell that lime, smell that cardamom.
Oh, yeah.
That's
beautiful. Fresh olive oil. One little point I forgot to mention, you butter your pan, and then I have my parchment paper pressed onto the buttered surface, both sides, so that you don't have any issues scooping your cake out once it is gorgeous and golden brown and cooked. Don't leave any batter behind. This is a glorious, entertaining piece also. Everybody loves it. Okay, then that goes into a 325-degree oven, about 45 minutes. And then one little critical piece is you actually do want to let it rest in the pan another 20 minutes after it's done. And that's what gives you this extra gorgeous golden brown crispness around the edges, especially here. The top settles and has this gorgeous crackle on it. And while it is still warm, this is
extra.
This is the moment of truth here. This is the honey drizzle. Drizzle it slow. If that's not enough drizzle, get back here. Whoa.
There you go.
There we go. And
Can
it
you
just
drizzle over here, please?
seeps into the cake,
little
glosses it up ever so slightly, gives it that luxe rustic feel, which I am a big fan of. Drizzle high. Whoa, look at that. I'm like a artist. And then the last final piece is you do need a little pinch of crackly salt.
There is some, yeah.
Savory going
Bring
on.
it on. Savory moment. Okay, try it, guys. Tell me what you
Awesome.
think.
Here,
And
let's
here,
cut one more piece.
go ahead and crack right into that, because I want people to also realize that not all baking recipes can be substituted with olive oil. That's an important thing to remember. But if you do want to make the switch, it's important to note that olive oil impacts the flavor of your dish. So it's best to use like a mild flavored olive oil when baking like fruitier desserts, and using that robust flavor of that olive oil for savory and spiced desserts. So it's definitely a difference there. And if you're worried about, okay, which one, am I choosing the right one? I mean, you got to read the fine print on the bottle, because it's right there. It will say mild or robust flavors on those bottles, so you know which one to choose, right? And I'm
Right, let's do
enough
it.
talking. Let's be about this one. Okay. Don't make me cheat on my cream cheese. This is amazing. All right. Coming up, we're dishing on with the one and only Melba Wilson is in the building, and she has one of the hottest restaurants in New York City, and she's going to show us how to make one of her most iconic comfort food dishes. Can't wait. Isn't this good? Really salty. Welcome back to The Good Dish. Our next guest is the chef and founder of a New York City Southern food institution. Oh, wow. Melba's restaurant in Harlem became one of the go-to dining destinations when it opened in 2005, and since then has welcomed everyone from city residents to tourists to famous actors and musicians. And the woman who started it all is here today. Please welcome Melba Wilson. Yes!
So happy you're here.
I am so happy to be here.
Melba.
To be in the kitchen with such amazing women. Oh my God. Like a dream
Well,
come
it
true.
feels like you are right at home.
Thank you.
You're welcome anytime. We celebrate the culinary traditions and accomplishments of Black chefs on The Good Dish always, but especially in February during Black History Month, and we are truly honored to have you cooking with us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay, so you worked in lots of restaurants before you opened your own
I
place,
did.
Melba's. What made you finally take the risk and do it?
Well, for me, it's about using food as a conduit to bring people together. And that's what food does. Food doesn't discriminate. The only thing that food cares about is that you sit down, relax, and enjoy. But also, being born and raised in Harlem, I wanted to lead by example and show people from my community that you can step out there, invest in your community, and make a difference.
Wow.
And you did. I mean, I think that is so much a part of, you know, who you are. It's like you really have become an icon of Harlem, and like that, you changed the restaurant landscape there.
And you are like a lady, you feed the people.
Well-
I mean, you made sure, like, during the pandemic, it was such a difficult time, but you made sure bellies were full and people were happy. Like, tell us about that, please.
Well, that's what food does, right? Food brings us all together. But you know, during the pandemic, it was an extremely tough time, especially for people in the restaurant industry. We all of a sudden found ourselves dealing with food insecurity. Wow. And we're around food every day, but we ourselves didn't have enough food to feed our family. So for me, it was if not me, who, and if not now, when.
Wow,
And,
that is an attitude, just like the most incredible cure-all, like positive, empowered feeling. I love that. And you did it. I mean, it's really impressive that, unfortunately, the pandemic took a lot of restaurants out, and it definitely made it harder to figure your way through it. And what a resilient and incredible business you've built. You have such a legacy. It's incredible.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we mentioned that you've had some really acclaimed and wonderful people come through your doors within the community and without. Yeah. Some royalty recently paid a visit.
Wow.
What? Tell us who came and what did they order?
Shall I curtsy? Okay. So we did have Prince Harry. Oh my God. The Duke and Duchess.
Yes.
They were absolutely amazing.
Did they call in advance or did they wait in line? Just curious, asking for a friend.
Well,
There had to be some security, I'm sure.
Yeah. But it was Harry's first chicken and waffles.
No
Whoa.
What an honor.
It was
so
an
cool.
honor.
Chicken and
It was his first chicken and waffles, and he did pick it up and eat it with his fingers, so I was super excited about that. But they were kind, they were caring, and they really wanted to know how the industry and how the community was affected. And they wanted to make a difference, so they gave me a check for $25,000.
Oh my
gosh. Yeah, and I in turn gave it to my staff.
Whoa.
I split it
Are
equally
so
and gave it
giving.
to my
And
staff.
that must have been some impressive chicken and waffles. So $25,000. That's a good check.
Yeah.
All right. So now we've talked about it. Can we be about it? What are we making today?
what is the
We
deal?
are making my smothered chicken, okay?
Yes.
And I'm a smothered girl. Like I love a gravy. I'm a gravy girl.
Oh, wow.
So what we're gonna do is we have some chicken cut up here. Daphne, hey, why don't you dig
I'm
in and
here,
help
I'm
me
here.
here?
Shouldn't drinks
Okay,
off. Let's
okay.
go.
So we have some poultry seasoning. We're gonna put that in
right,
here.
in the bag.
In the
This
bag,
is-
baby
okay,
cakes.
nice.
There we go. We have paprika,
Beautiful.
some garlic powder,
Yes.
pepper.
Guys, we are saving you the line outside Melba's
Definitely
right now.
salt, and we're gonna put some browned
Oh, I
mustard in
love
here.
that. A little spice in there.
Yeah,
Mustard on
yeah.
anything.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna massage this baby. We're gonna put it all in the bag and we're gonna massage it. And then we're gonna take some buttermilk
Oh, yes, that's the
and we're
the
gonna
clutch
pour that
move.
buttermilk in here. Ooh. And as
You
we
wanna come see in the bag? Yeah, come see.
Come
so you get the
see.
full,
That is
the full
love right
we
experience.
get some ooh, there we go. Ooh.
Yum. Sorry.
How beautiful. Having a moment. We were having a moment here.
We get a little carried away with our
I see. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just massage this for a couple of minutes, but we're gonna sit it there and we're gonna let it marinate, okay? And then we have our marinated chicken.
How long does that marinate? We're both like,
I know. I don't know the exact recipe.
So, okay, you really can let it marinate overnight. That's okay, but my mom, if we're hungry, she was like, girl, I'm gonna let this sit for 2 hours and it's going in the Dutch oven, okay?
Beautiful.
But what it does is it breaks down the protein and it's really gonna penetrate the meat. And that's important. When I bite into my fried chicken, I want all of that meat. I want to taste the
bone.
come on, the
It's gotta
juices
be
and the
the
flavor.
yes.
Okay. Otherwise, I think they would run me out of Harlem if I didn't have some good fried chicken.
you would lose your fried chicken card.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. And then we have our oil in our Dutch oven, and I am a Dutch oven girl. I love the fact that it can go from the stove to the table. There
you go.
All right, and you can use it for so many different things.
Okay.
So we're gonna take some flour in our brown paper bag, and I beat Bobby Flay with this.
Oh, really?
With my fried. I mean, I'm not bragging here, but.
But you are. All right.
Yeah, I am. I am.
You don't mind.
And we're gonna take our poultry season, put it in the bag.
Wait, that's a I bet Bobby has a good fried chicken, but Melba's is better.
He does.
Oh
He
my
really
gosh.
does. We're gonna shake it. Come on now. We gotta shake it, ladies. We gotta shake
give
it.
us
There
some
we
more.
go. Give us some love. Give us some love. There we go.
I love it.
Now we're gonna take our
What is it
chicken.
with the brown paper? Why is that like such a clutch move for getting it so crusty?
That
like
is
the perfect flaky.
such a great question.
Why?
So the brown paper bag is gonna allow you not to give that chicken too much of a crust, but just enough so any extra is gonna fall off. Okay,
Got it.
and you know what? That's the way my mama did it.
Yep.
It's the
Yes.
way my
We don't
grandmother
question
did
what Mama did. We
Look, and that's the way I do it.
That is
more
old
in here.
school.
Come
to the-
on.
All right, yes.
It sort of reminds me of the tin that used to have the drippings, right?
The
They
bacon
used to have the
drippings.
bacon drippings.
People need to bring that back. I know.
Definitely, definitely. So we're gonna shake it again. There we go.
So it's just all-purpose flour and salt.
All-purpose flour and poultry seed.
Poultry seasoning. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I think we
All
got it
right,
well coated.
and
Oh,
here
yeah.
we go. We're gonna coat it, and so all of the excess flour is gonna come off
Yeah.
the brown paper bag,
Beautiful.
and we're gonna put that baby right in here and watch that sizzle. Ooh, you see that?
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Man,
That's what I call
drop mine
sexy.
too, and I'm
Okay,
gonna-
that's what I call sexy.
Oh, you want to
Here we
take
go.
It there to put so I don't burn myself.
That's music to my ears. Oh my God.
That chicken looks so happy just dancing around.
It
and all that.
is.
Is there room for one more piece?
How long is it going to cook in? Oh, a big piece.
A big piece.
That one's mine. I'm calling it.
So
right
the
there.
breast piece is going to be 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right, and dark meat is about 15 to 18 minutes. Okay, depending on the size of your chicken.
Wait, that one right there.
That's the
Smelling
one.
Good.
It has your name on it.
Right, Jamaica's written right on there.
You're taking claim? All right, we're going to let this cook up. We're going to drain it off. We're going to make that gorgeous gravy. We might even eat some delicious pies and cakes that you brought for us. Up next, finishing up Melba's glorious smothered chicken. You can't go away. Don't even try. I would put it really well.
No time. All right, so welcome back to The Good Dish. We are cooking with Melba Wilson herself. She's of the Southern Institution. Everybody knows and loves it. Melba's restaurant in New York City. Oh. Woo. All right, so Melba, let's get back to the next step in this dish of your smothered chicken.
Okay.
Give it to us.
So now we're gonna make the gravy.
Yes, gotta smother.
Okay, we're gonna make the gravy. Here we have some onions that are being sauteed, right?
Oh, and a little
Beautiful
celery.
little celery, onions. We put some olive oil and some butter in here. You can use olive oil, you can use canola oil.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And we're gonna let that saute. You see how that looks? Wait, do you hear that, first of all? Beautiful.
It's a nice sizzle.
It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And then we're going to take our chicken stock. Okay, you can use vegetable stock if you want to. I'm a chicken stock girl, right? Okay. We're going to pour this in here. We're going to put our flour in here. Okay.
right.
You want to help me with the seasoning?
Of course.
Garlic powder, onion powder, and we're going to whisk.
All right.
All right.
Go for it. And-
Some browning. Yep.
Oh, browning.
Yep.
Talk about this
Yes.
browning.
Break this down, please.
So the browning sauce, there's two. So what it does is it adds color more so than anything. But if you look at that, I'm gonna whisk this out and get all of those lumps and bumps.
But you see how quickly it comes together and gets so beautiful and glossy and thick and gorgeous.
Oh, it is gorgeous. And you're also getting all of those flavors and seasoning from the celery and the onions.
And all the brown,
See that?
caramelized bits at the
Melba,
bottom.
I bet you could put some cream cheese in there. That's my obsession. You can put some cream cheese in
Girl,
there.
you know, we probably could. We probably
Anywhere I
could.
can
But
stick it
instead
in.
of the cream cheese right now, we're gonna put some rosemary and some thyme in here. You
even
can help me
better.
over here,
Yes.
Jamaica. Jamaica, I want you to do that so this way I can keep her away from the cream cheese.
You gotta
right
keep
now.
an eye on me. You know I get out of here. You want the stems?
Yep.
Everything?
You can put the whole thing in there. I
Alright.
love putting the stems in, and then I can just pick them out at the end. Okay.
It came together so quickly.
It does come together really, really quickly. But you see how beautiful that is?
Wow. Okay, so then this is what it looks like done.
That's what it looks
All right.
like done.
Would you do the honors?
Oh, I would
please.
love to.
Because these two are already munching.
I see.
I want them.
So what we would do is we would take the fried chicken that my mother would make on a Sunday, and then we would smother it in gravy on Monday. And it's like a totally different meal, right? But look at that. Ooh. Gorgeous. And because a meal is not complete without some vegetables, so I made you ladies some carrots and some sweet potato over there.
Brilliant.
Okay?
And a cake and a pie. I like your style.
I will say the seasoning really comes through.
Oh,
Both in the
thank you
sauce,
so
but
much.
really in the chicken. Like you taste the seasoning all the way through the
Thank you
meaty,
so
juicy
much.
bird.
That buttermilk marinade. And I like that you have the gravy all over it, but I still get the crunchy, crispy bits of the fried chicken. I don't
You
lose
are.
that.
You're definitely getting it. I'm gonna take a bite and join you ladies because I don't want you to eat alone.
No, we never eat
Appreciate
alone.
that. This is fun.
Delicious.
so good.
And that shaken chicken, nothing
It's
like
amazing.
it.
But I
Melba, thank you. This is so
thank
good.
you. And you know, I'm a counsel, food counsel, as is Chef Gail at City Harvest, and we love City Harvest. It is the largest and the first food rescue organization in this city.
In the country, I think.
In the
it
country,
was the
could be.
largest.
It really could be.
You do it all, Melba, I swear.
But we love the work that they do of taking care of people and feeding people, and no one does it better than
Well,
City
I would
Harvest.
argue, Melba, you are one of the greats who does it pretty darn well.
Thank you so
for
much.
joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for having me.
Coming up, find out the reason everyone is putting the craziest things in their refrigerators and putting refrigerators in their bathrooms. Stay tuned.
Refrigerators in the bathroom.
Shh, secret's out. We're obsessed with hair, skin, and beauty hacks. We put them to the test, and now we're sharing what really works in the Good Dish Beauty Lab. Starting in 3, 2, 1. And today we are revealing one of the best beauty secrets we can't live without. It's our refrigerators. No, not that one. I am talking about the kind that you put in your bathroom. Yes, I said bathroom. If you have scrolled through your favorite makeup artist, TikTok or Instagram lately, you are probably inundated with pictures of people with refrigerators on their bathroom counter. It is on your radar. Why? Because cold skincare is really helpful for reducing the redness and puffiness so many of us wake up with or experience throughout the day. So I'm gonna show you what I love to keep in my little countertop fridge. Are you ready for this? A face mask. Ooh. Grab this out so you can see. I love like a variety of face masks for all different kinds of usage, but these sheet face masks are so fun and easy to put on. If you follow me, you have seen me do this before. Girl, I don't show up here to play. I'm feeling a little parched at this point in the show. I need a little reviving. But I have to tell you, they do make sheet masks for like dryness, puffiness, irritated skin, all of it, boosting glow. And the cooling sensation I'm feeling right now is so refreshing.
I love it.
There's nothing.
What do you have?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, just stay like that. That's perfect. Not a horror film or anything.
That's how you scare the kids. You just walk around like, Mommy's in. That's what you do.
Wait, no, I literally, every time I go into my kitchen wearing one of these, my baby is like, what's on your face? What's on your face?
What a way to prank the kids with that. I love it.
Oh gosh, my makeup's coming off. Okay, that's gonna be a fun next segment, ladies. What's in your
Figure
fridge?
that out later. Okay, so my cold beauty secret is dun, 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 Jamaican sea moss gel. Let me get this all out of here because, there we go. This is something, of course, my family's Jamaican, so I'm aware of it, but it's a thing. Like, it is super popular, and it's easy to find, like, on Amazon or Etsy, and I wear it as like a face mask, but you can also ingest it. You can drink it, like put a little bit in your smoothie in the morning or take a spoonful with itself because it has so many amazing minerals. Would you like to take a taste of that?
I would eat it, sure. But it feels really nice on your skin. It's like very, very hydrating.
Smell to it. It's just, it's very
beautiful.
simple.
You glow.
Am I glowing yet?
There's your face right there.
Presto changeo.
But yeah, it doesn't really have a taste to it, but it's very soothing, especially when you put it in the refrigerator. It works for inflammation. I mean, those blemishes, the dark spots, and I put it all over my face and let it dry. Go about your business, do whatever you need to do, and let it dry, and it really tightens up. And I mean, what it's doing, it's so many vitamins and minerals and proteins in there that are working hard. And put it on your neck too, if you get that neck.
Can I do this also?
Neck
Can I just show you this? This is insane that I put it on one hand versus my dry winter hand here.
It just
and the
smooths
difference within a
everything
minute,
out.
it just completely soaked in and feels amazing.
It's
feels good,
instantaneous
actually.
what it does for your skin. And of course, since it's a live algae, use something to apply it on. You don't want to put your hands in there because it's live. You want to keep it alive. And storing it in the refrigerator is the way to go. Now, of course, you want to make sure you check the label. If you're going to consume it, consume in moderation or speak with your doctor about it. But this is my family secret. The Jamaican sea moss is how we do it.
Am I gonna be young forever?
You might. I don't know. We're going to preserve you in this sea moss. That's what we're going to do.
I really honor your commitment to this segment.
I just give the people what they want. You want to have that experience? Come here. I got the experience for you. It feels like okay, I'm going to be very graphic here so that people know. It feels like crushed up Jell-O, that like I put crushed up Jell-O, but in a really lovely, soothing way. I also have to give you props. I feel like you're first on this trend. I've just started seeing like at my farmer's market, little like places that will sell shots of this stuff or blend it into juices and things, but no one really has made it like to the beauty leap for me yet.
This is a great mask, and like I said, just let it dry on and then wash it off with warm water or warm cloth, and your skin is like brand new.
It feels like it's tightening up and brightening.
It's a way to go. All right, now educate us on
Okay,
what you have
ready?
on your fridge, please.
This is something I believe in deeply. My cold beauty secret is eye gel mask. Little eye pouches. I always keep them in the fridge. If you feel tired, when I have to wake up for early mornings for work, for travel, or really any day because life, a cold eye mask on your eye right out of the fridge, it makes such a difference. I'm just really gonna put them on right now. How good does it feel first thing in the morning when I have to wake up? I mean, it's crazy, but it feels so great. It helps reduce under eye circles, puffiness, hydration. I leave these on until they just like slide right off, and they feel incredible.
I feel like they're gonna come back in the next segment. We're gonna look 10 years younger. We are gonna feel like $1 million. I am gonna get whatever the heck is going on my face off of my face.
I mean, we are just gorgeous. All right, we will be right back. One eye and all.
I'm glad I tried it. Up next, Daphne has no idea, but we're revealing what is in her purse that she can't live without. Stay tuned. Shh.
Now, we just shared our favorite cold beauty tips that we could not live without. But of course, we can't take our beauty fridges with us everywhere. I mean, it'd be a little cumbersome, would it not?
It'd be like a blue box. We could just like roll up with our beauty fridges.
There you go. All right, so I am asking the question, what's always in your purse that you cannot live without? Daphne, will you be brave enough to reveal what's in your purse that you can't live without? What is it?
You want me to just like talk through some of what I like in my purse?
I want you to go get your purse.
Yeah, we want to.
You want me to go get my purse?
You should get
We want to get in
and
on
bring
the
it here?
purse.
Sorta.
You really want to? Oh,
Yeah.
I can get my purse.
Go get. We want to see the purse.
Okay, we're going to
Go
get
for
my purse.
All right.
Curious.
And I'm
I
going.
mean, what's
Hold on.
in my purse?
Let me follow you.
In a hot
curious
minute about what's
minds
in
want
my
to
purse.
know.
In the business.
I
Come on.
mean, usually I hide it down here.
All right. Where's the purse?
You never put your purse on the floor.
Bad luck.
Bad luck. This is the purse.
Okay. All right. We got you.
Oh, can I just caveat though? This is the purse that I brought with me to studio today. This is not the purse I have when I'm with my children, which is like a full-on duffel bag.
Okay.
To carry all my stuff.
But it's impressive that I like that it's clear and you can really see what's in it.
So you're not like rooting around like a mad person. Is this the moment of truth? Am I gonna like dump it out on here? Oh, girl, this
Pretty
is
much.
crazy.
We're
I have
getting
no
all in your
makeup on.
business.
This is bare face, bare purse.
All right, let's share it.
All right.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
What's in
Wait,
here?
wait a second. 1, 2, this is my husband left it. 3. Is this concealer or, okay, that's concealer, which is, I love this concealer,
Yes,
by the
isn't
way.
that great?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. How do you fit all that in that purse? That purse is like a
I'm
clown
still collecting
car. How do you get
lipsticks,
so much
by the
in
way.
that you're still counting.
Okay, so let me
Oh
just
my
talk
gosh.
you through some of the things that are in here. I've got a lot, seriously, I've got 2 different headphones, one for taking phone calls, one for listening for pleasure. I have all my immune boosting teas. I'm on the plane all the time and I don't want to drink so much coffee, so I get warm water to put my teas in. I never leave home without a $20 bill. That's something that my mom and dad taught me early on. You can get anywhere with $20. You can do anything you need to do with $20. You will not get stranded.
But
if
you know
have
what's
$20.
funny? You have all this stuff and you have $20, you don't have a wallet.
Yeah, that makes me nervous. I don't know where my wallet went.
No ID. No
This
one
is
knows
my
anything.
brain. This is the brain outside my brain.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is my like to-do list, everything I gotta keep track with. Can I show you? This is my favorite thing in my whole. I've got like 6 packs of gum in here. This is a funny, weird game. This was something my grandmother always had when I was a kid. And that I collect these now for my kids. They're like
What is
tiny little
going
animals.
on?
And my kids will play with these
Oh, yeah.
for hours.
Sure.
Like crazy little farm games.
Always have them because you never know where you'll be and you need
a
to
little
distract.
mini Lego set. Yes. Okay. That's
Wait,
what we got.
these are my favorite things in your purse.
There you go.
This is why we know that we were meant to be good friends because you have Biscoff cookies and some gummy cola gummies.
Yes.
Okay.
This is key. These are important for energy boosts.
Those are important. I'm going to finish playing with 50 Shades of Daphne.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is how we're going to do it.
Concealer, of course. Anyway, thank you. This was a real window into your world.
Wait, we better be doing
and
this for you. I'm not
I
going out alone.
appreciate it. We'll get there. Up next, we have the Good List, where we will be sharing all our recipes and beauty secrets from today's show, all in one place. I would share the book.
Today was such a
a good day at The Good Dish. We just took a deep dive into my purse, and now it's your turn, ladies. Tamika, what's the most unexpected thing I would find in your purse?
Well, I am the true bag lady. Hold
Wow.
on.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's how you get the guns, girls. You carry your
That is
bag.
nice.
All right, and the one thing I cannot live without, I am that lady with the chargers. My greatest fear in life is that I'm ever gonna run out of juice. I need the power. I don't even own an iPhone. I don't know why. I just, like, if you ever run out, I'm like, I'm that, I got
I'm riding with you.
I got you. Chargers, long ones, short ones.
You're the best friend.
I've got them. Got you covered.
That's amazing.
There you go.
I mean, I have to say that I used to carry a really big purse, but I really pared down in the last 2 years, and I carry around a smaller purse. The problem is it doesn't fit everything I want, like the fried chicken that Melba Wilson
my gosh.
that I will be taking home in
To go
my
bag.
purse.
Yes.
Along with,
We'll just tuck some potatoes in
Yeah, I
there.
might as
you know?
well.
Just get a full dinner while
I'm
you're
not
at
above it.
Come
They
on,
were
come
darn
on.
good. Here we
Get a
go.
little bit.
You take the
Thank
potatoes.
you.
I'm gonna put the cake in my bag. That
Yeah.
it can hold. There we go.
Your bag can hold it.
It's time for the good list. So you see that QR code on your screen? Yes, there it is. Open your camera app and hold your phone right up to it, and it will take you right to the recipes and more from today's show. And you can also head to gooddishtv.com to get it all. All right, so now, what is for dinner tonight, you may be asking? Well, it is, of course, Melba's smothered chicken. Southern comfort food at its finest. It's crispy, delicious fried chicken, and that gravy to smother all over it. Yes, we love it. And take it in a bag home with you. It packs up very nicely.
better the next day smothered. That's what I say. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next time for more good food and more good dish.